The idea of the rapture as understood in America is not biblical.
It's not? Do tell.
It's unfortunately, it's something that has been taught that's read into Scripture, but not found in Scripture. I was sort of amused. Someone said, well, a child could read 1 Thessalonians 4 and they would know that we're being pulled up into the clouds and understand that. But I'm going to use the same logic. I guess if a child saw that the Lord covered David with his wings, he would consider God as a chicken.
I would think a child would consider the Lord as like an angel, a man with wings, not necessarily a chicken. I think you're stretching it there, buddy.
So that's not a good way to judge a passage of Scripture. The way to judge a passage of Scripture is to read it within the context, the genre, and the understanding of what was going on when it was written, which is something we don't like to do because it takes time.
And this right here is true. I'm with you. Yep, a lot of people don't want to take the time.
We just would rather read our own stories and our own fanciful ideas into the text of Scripture and not do good exegesis.
Now, this exegesis, eisegesis thing, it's a good concept, but nowadays when I hear someone say that, I kind of almost automatically tune them out, because today pretty much all it's become is, hey, my interpretation of Scripture is right and yours is wrong.
So let me start to dismantle this idea of the rapture. And when I say that, I do not mean that we will not meet the Lord at some point in the future. What I mean is that the Lord will sort of snatch up people into the air, take them back to heaven, and then there'll be this 7-year tribulation period.
Now, I'm with you there because I'm not a pre-tribber. I'm not a post-trib either. I'm more of a, not really mid-trib, but more like three-quarter trib. But I have my own testimony as to why I'm that way as well, not just from reading Scripture. I've done videos on it. Maybe if you guys want to know, I'll do more videos on it. But let's let them continue.
1 Thessalonians 4, which is really the passage where this is promulgated, the text itself doesn't allow for it. Just to give you one idea, we're told that we will meet the Lord. Okay, the word meet in Greek is apantesis, and it is a technical term. If I were to say the President of the United States, nobody questions what that means. There's no question. That is a technical term. If I say car, that can be sort of a little ambiguous. If I say a car, it's more ambiguous. If I say the car, at least you know I'm talking about something, but I would have to have context and show you what exact car I'm talking about. But apantesis is a technical term because it's used in antiquity the same way every time. It's used of meeting a dignitary that's coming to a town. It's used of a king or a person or a bridegroom that's coming to the town. And what would people do? They would leave the town to go meet the person, the dignitary, the bridegroom, whoever it is, and they would escort them back to the town. That's the way the word is used.
This is just false, and it is very easily proven false. Let's take just one source, and that is the Septuagint. And for those of you who don't know what that is the Greek version of the Old Testament. And it was very popular in Jesus' day. Kind of like the King James is popular in our day. So was it popular during the time of Jesus. This word advantageous is used 25 times in the Septuagint. Let's take a look at a few of these here on your screen. 1 Samuel 4:1 and 2 Chronicles 20:17, the word is being used to depict two armies meeting for battle, not meeting a king and escorting them back. In 1 Samuel 6:13, 1 Samuel 13:10, and 1 Samuel 25:32, once again, maybe meeting a king, but no escorting him back. Matter of fact, in 1 Samuel 25:32, David is sending Abigail away at the end. Also, in Jeremiah 51:31, it's depicting two messengers meeting. No king involved whatsoever. So very easily proven false. Now here's the bridegroom. Come on out to meet him.